Welcome back to our channel, all you fabulous people. Thank you so much for joining us once again today. Today we have something a little special. We are outside of the Disney bubble, and we are going to take you on a local coffee tour to show you all the fun places that we would get coffee.
Yeah, we thought this would be fun. We noticed that one of our favorite coffee spots opened up a new location, like somewhat close to like the Vineland Outlet area, like not far from Disney Springs, and people were like really excited about it. And it just gave us this idea that maybe we should take you guys around to 4 locations that like we would stop or that we like to get coffee in the Disney area. Some of these aren't going to be like right near the Disney bubble. Some of them might be a little bit further away. Some of them might be like near the airport. Some of them you might see as you're road tripping down from wherever. Some of them are going to be in other locations across the country. But if you would like to know as a Disney local where we would swing by to grab a good cup of coffee, continue to watch this video. An interesting setup we have going on here in the car, but normally like I wouldn't mind being outside, but it is only 47 degrees at the moment.
It's a little chilly today.
And we're starting this very early. We were out of the house at 8 something this morning, so in the car it is because it's cold. But our first stop on our coffee tour today is Scooters Coffee. Now we're going to like our local Scooters, which is off Highway 27, kind of near Sandmine Road and that whole area. If you're familiar with the area, there's like a lot over here. There are a lot of Airbnbs and stuff, so I feel like if you're staying in the Airbnbs off Highway 27, this one's going to be pretty close to you. They also have one not too far from Universal Studios over near like the Millennium Mall area. And then there are some scattered, I think, throughout Orlando, you said, right?
Yeah,
like
there are.
in the city more. But Scooters was founded in 1998 in Bellevue, Nebraska, so it's not a Florida local company, but they're like a small drive-through type coffee shop. So their focus is going to be speed, quality, friendly service, and I feel like it's expanding a lot more around here. This one popped up pretty quickly, so hopefully we'll see more of them pop up because they're a pretty good coffee shop. So they're known for like their Caramelicious latte. We weren't getting that today because I feel like that's always on the menu.
It is. I got a little specialty item.
Yeah, but they have like espresso type drinks. They have fruit smoothies. They do have like a small food selection as well, like quick little like sandwiches and muffins and things like that. But their vibe is going to be fast, convenient, and friendly, like perfect for like an on-the-go type of coffee stop because they're drive-through only. So for each coffee shop, I'll give you like what the vibe is. So we didn't go with the Caramelicious or like their most like well-known items. It looks like you got like a seasonal item. I saw because I guess we're nearing the St. Patty's Day time. I saw they had like almost like Shamrock Shake looking type things on their menu and stuff. So what did you get today?
I got the latte with Lucky Charms. It's like a Lucky Charm latte with a Lucky Charm cold foam. And they have Lucky Charms on top, like just the marshmallows. Stuff.
I love it. Go give it a taste. Your favorite thing. Let us know how it is.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cold foam is like a Lucky Charms cold foam?
I think so.
Is it like marshmallowy?
It is. It tastes like a Lucky Charms marshmallow.
It tastes exactly like a Lucky Charms. Not like a marshmallow, like a specific Lucky Charms marshmallow. Wow, that's really good.
It's really good with the coffee, too.
And I noticed when we ordered my drink, which I'll get to in a second, and they asked if I wanted the Lucky Charms cold foam, because I guess you can get that cold foam on anything, even if you're not getting...
Yeah, you can do the Lucky Charms cold foam or any cold foam on any beverage.
Yeah. Is this the one that has protein cold foams?
I think so.
I think it does.
I think they do, yes. They have a protein cold foam that includes 13 grams of protein.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
I'm always looking to get more protein, and I just feel like that's awesome. Like to be able to get 13 grams of protein like in your coffee. I went a different route because they have these Red Bull infusions on the menu, and I do love a good energy drink sometimes. And I just thought because we're getting a lot of coffee today too, that I would go a different route and not get coffee at every spot possibly. So the Red Bull infusion that I got, they had different flavors. I went with prickly pear because I love prickly pear, but you said they had coconut and what else?
Coconut, raspberry, prickly pear, and...
I can't remember. Maybe like a...
Strawberry?
Maybe. But yeah, so you can get different flavors like in the Red Bull. And like I've already been trying it and it is so good. The prickly pear is so vibrant. It's very refreshing. So this is perfect for like those hot days
Yeah.
where you maybe don't want to get a coffee, like you're not in a, or if you're not a coffee drinker at all, just to know that they have other things
Red Bull
besides
option.
coffee that is going to give you a nice boost that you need. Our next stop is going to be a little bit surprising, but it is the RaceTrac gas station. I know you're probably wondering what we're doing here, but we'll get to it in a minute. A little bit of history about RaceTrac. They've been around a really long time. They were established in 1934 in St. Louis, Missouri. And it started as just a fuel station, but it has evolved into like a convenience store chain with a surprisingly good coffee program. This brand has continued to innovate its offerings over the years. So what they actually offer here are fresh ground bean to cup coffee machines. The vibe at the RaceTrac is obviously going to be budget friendly. It's gas station coffee. It's a convenient stop, so if you need to fill up, this is a great place to go. And surprisingly, decent coffee here. So let's head in and check it out.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a cup of coffee, and these are the machines that we were talking about. You have your beans right up top, and they're all labeled with whatever flavor the coffee is. So then you're just gonna set your cup underneath, tap your screen, and I'm gonna go with the dark roast, small, and we're gonna leave a little bit room for creamer. Right now it's grinding the beans, and it's going to start brewing my coffee in just a minute. Now you do have to be a little patient because this is freshly brewed coffee, so it's going to take a second. All right, let's grab our coffee and finish it up. So I'm going to use this Silk oat milk creamer. This is an oatmeal cookie flavor. I love a good oat milk in my coffee because it's a non-dairy option. Plus, it still has some great flavor. Well, the RaceTrac is always a fun place to grab coffee. I just love walking into convenience stores that aren't located in New Jersey because they have so much stuff. They have a whole cooler full of beer.
Yeah,
Wine,
that is
all
different.
this fun stuff that you can grab while you're out.
I mean, back home, like everything was Wawa.
Yep, it was.
So it's like nice to go somewhere that's not Wawa because that's all we had everywhere was Wawa. But also, like the thing I like about RaceTrac, because I know we do have a lot of people from back home that when they come to Disney, they drive.
Yeah.
They choose to drive down here instead of fly. So I think that this is a really great stop. Like if you need to grab gas, you can come in here. Yeah, I mean, they have so much stuff inside. But also the coffee is like legit good coffee. So if you need like a little pick me up during your travels down, you know, choose to stop at a RaceTrac over another gas station.
I agree.
Specifically for like the convenience store and the coffee. So
and the coffee. It's fresh brewed coffee in under a minute.
I was really surprised by this too. Like it was like a little while back now and you were telling me about it because I guess you stopped in and got coffee and he was like all excited about like the fact that they had these machines and because you do know a little bit about coffee here.
I mean,
so
it's not something you see very often. I've only seen it in one other location when we were back in New Jersey. I actually can't even remember the name of it. It was the Royal Farms.
Royal Farms.
Royal Farms. They actually have these same brew machines as well, so you can get like fresh brew coffee there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I love the RaceTrac coffee. I love that it is, you can choose whether you want like a Guatemalan, a decaf, a regular, dark roast. They have hazelnut, all different flavored coffees, and then they have the creamers on top of it. So I'm gonna have you try the coffee.
Oh, I have a straw.
And I also have a straw.
I had one that was open already.
So this is a dark roast.
Oh, I love a dark roast.
I used an oat milk creamer that they have it's an oatmeal cookie flavor.
Ooh.
So go ahead and give it a taste.
Oh, that's so good.
It is.
It's so surprising because like you're just expecting it to be like watered down dishwater tasting like coffee and like every time we get coffee from RaceTrac I'm like, pleasantly surprised with that creamer.
I will never get coffee
It's
from
so
Wawa
good.
again.
Oh no,
I
this
will
is way better.
never stop and get like.
We do have Wawas like nearby.
There are, but this is the best coffee, like a quick, like convenience store coffee. This is the best place.
And they're like pretty friendly inside too.
Very friendly.
Like for just being like the gas station.
Yeah, the manager that was here was such a nice guy. He was a little worried that I was filming like dirty things. He wanted to clean up before I filmed, but everything I saw was clean. I was not going to show off a dirty coffee area.
You've never been in a RaceTrac that has been dirty.
No, I've been in a few of them, and they're always very clean. But he was so nice, and he actually gave us this coffee on the house.
Yeah, that is so sweet of him, and this is so good. That creamer is really great.
It is.
And the dark roast is so good.
Well,
I love it.
I love it too. So we're going to head off onto our next location.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you to the general manager of the RaceTrac here in Claremont.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Our next stop on the coffee tour today is Foxtail Coffee. Now we are at our local Foxtail in Claremont. They do have another location very close to the Orlando airport because we have stopped there when we picked up friends. And then of course there are several locations throughout the Orlando area. So a little bit of history about Foxtail. It was founded in 2016 in Winter Park, Florida. So this is a local company. Foxtail has quickly gained a reputation for its ethically sourced, high-quality beans and trendy coffee shop atmosphere. It's a homegrown Florida brand with locations spreading across the state. What they offer here are going to be specialty lattes, house-roasted coffees, nitro cold brews, and gourmet pastries. So the vibe here is going to be trendy, craft coffee experiences with a focus on sustainability and building community.
Well, we got our coffees, and it took a little while because, of course, I had to get something extra.
Yeah, as usual.
I decided to go ahead and get the French press coffee, where you can select what kind of coffee you want to go in the French press. I chose a Mexican coffee, so it's going to have a little bit more of a bold, richer flavor over the Colombian that they've had. I have Colombian coffee before. It's mild. It's got a little bit more of a sweeter flavor to it. Both of them are good, but I'm excited to try my Mexican French press.
Well, and the one thing I do like about it here is everyone who works here is so knowledgeable.
Well, very.
Because if you're just used to going to like a place like Scooters where you're just driving through and grabbing like a menu item and leaving, there's so much more like options available here.
Right.
They can really customize stuff too. But they will be more than happy to like explain the menu to you and help you decide on what you want. And that's the thing about like the trendy, like fun coffee shops. It is more of like an atmosphere here,
right? And
a sense of community. Like people are here like working on their laptops, and you can tell it's a lot of the same customers coming in because they know them.
They know who they are. I would rather come here than that like Seattle-based coffee company that like has the green logo. This is probably a way better spot than that one.
The flavors here are so great.
Yeah.
Every time we've gotten coffee from Foxtail, it's like some of the best coffee I've ever had.
Yes.
I got a cortadito today because I just have not had one of these in such a long time, and I knew it was going to be so good from here. I knew that the quality was going to be great. So if you're unfamiliar with what a cortadito is, it's going to be like equal parts espresso and hot milk, and there is like a little foam on top, but it is also sweetened, so it's not going to be like bitter. It has like a very smooth, and it is Cuban espresso, and then they also have like a cortado, which is
espresso.
I think it's like less like sweet and stuff like that, but that's usually a Spanish espresso, and this is going to be Cuban.
Okay.
But if you've ever had a cortadito, you know how good they are, and they make them absolutely perfectly here. It's so good.
Well, I tried it, and I've gotten it the last time we were at Foxtail when we were up in Orlando picking up our friend from the airport. I actually got 2 coffees that time.
Yeah.
I got the cortadito, and I think I got
I got
a nitro cold brew.
Oh yeah.
So I had a ton of caffeine that day.
I forget what I got. I think I got like a chai something, chai latte or something, which was great.
So I'm gonna give my coffee a try.
I want to know how.
I did not put any milk, cream, sugar, none of it.
Going straight in. Just wanted to get all.
It has like
flavor.
a really good smell to it.
I like how big the cups are here too. Like you're getting a hefty amount of coffee in that
God.
mug.
That is so smooth.
Well, French
There's
press we
like
love.
no bitterness to it.
We love a good French press, even with Joffrey's. Like when they
Ooh.
have that French press option for 2 available at the sit-down restaurants,
Yeah.
we get it.
I
We're
would.
big fans.
You need to try that. Like
Okay.
just
I was
straight.
gonna eat. I got a breakfast sandwich too that I'll show you in a
Yeah.
minute.
So
I was a little
this
hungry.
is just straight. No cream, no sugar.
So smooth.
Just to like get that flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, now I can kind of doctor it up and put whatever I want in it, but I might not. I think I'm gonna drink it black.
Well, I grabbed a little breakfast sandwich here too. So
Yeah.
I got the croissant sandwich with ham, egg, and cheese on there. They have like some small options of breakfast sandwiches
Right.
here, bagels, and then they have the whole like little pastry case with muffins. And I really wanted a cinnamon roll, but Steve told me that I needed to eat.
You need to eat
some
real food.
protein here. So. But yeah, I love it here. I want to like come back again soon.
Yeah,
and just sit
it's
in
not
here
far
and hang
from
out.
where we live. It's
Yeah.
right here on 27 and up in Claremont.
Right.
Probably about 30 minutes outside of Disney
Yeah.
to get here, but there is
There are several locations.
Yeah, there's
They
several
originated
locations.
in Winter Garden, so like obviously.
Winter Park.
No, I thought
Winter
it was
Garden.
Winter Garden.
I get the winters
You
confused.
get all of the winters confused.
Yeah. It is
Winter Park.
Winter
You're right.
Park. Okay.
But there are several around, and what I'm going to do is link all of like the locations pages
Yeah.
of these coffee shops below, so that if you're coming to visit, you can see if one of these is
Yeah,
going to
check
be
out the
nearby
websites.
where you're staying. Our final stop of the day is going to be Dutch Bros. We absolutely love Dutch Bros. I feel like it's so iconic with the big windmill. You kind of can't miss it when you're driving by. So a little bit of history about the company. They started in 1992 in Grants Pass, Oregon by 2 brothers who transitioned from dairy farming to coffee. So Dutch Bros has since grown into a major player in the coffee world, and it's known for a strong community focus and engaging baristas. The vibe here is going to be high energy, fun, customer focused with a loyal fan base. And if you have seen the drive-thru line at some of these Dutch Bros, you will know the fan base is loyal.
It's coffee time for the 4th time today.
I know this is like way more caffeine than I would ever drink between like 8 and noon, but here we are. 4th caffeinated beverage of the day.
So let's talk about what we got. You got the OG Gummy Bear Rebel Energy drink.
I got the Rebel just because like I'm trying to like switch it up too, like instead of getting all coffees.
Right.
But also to show you guys that like, I know not everybody's like a big coffee drinker. So like I do want to show these other options. So their Rebel drinks are energy drinks, and the OG Gummy Bear is passion fruit, pomegranate, watermelon, and grapefruit. But they have like really great combos, a ton of different options.
They have so many
there's
flavors.
Blended ones like this with multiple flavors, or they just have like single flavors.
You can mix and match and make your own.
Like boba and all sorts of stuff to these to really customize them and make them your own. So what did you get?
I got
pretty popular menu item you got.
I got the Annihilator. So this is a chocolate macadamia nut breve. So it's, a milk and espresso beverage with like a chocolate macadamia nut flavor. Now, I've tried it. It's very good. It's super smooth, great flavor, not overly sweet.
The coffee here is great.
Yes, but it's not heavy on the chocolate either. It's like it's not like a, like,
it's not like a mocha.
Yeah, there's not mocha in there, but it does give you that like cocoa flavor with the macadamia nut. It's very good.
Right.
I personally would add a little bit of extra chocolate to make it more chocolatey.
Okay.
But it's very good either way.
I know my go-to here is usually they have like a drink with Irish cream.
Yes.
And I love Irish cream, so like that's usually my go-to. But yeah, they have like a caramel drink here too. We noticed that they have like some cool like Valentine's, and then they're also getting into their St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
They have a Lucky Charms drink as well, which I think are popular this time of
they
year.
are.
So like their menu items and Scooter's menu items are going to be pretty similar as far as like you can get these energy drinks, and they have like fun seasonal coffees, but then they have those standard menu items as well. The one thing I love about it is they have like a walk-up window,
they have the walk-up window.
You don't have to commit to like a drive-thru. You can actually get out and like walk up, and I like that more personal experience. And the music is always
they
like
are
great.
bumping. They have some here. Like new age, like hip hop, like fun, like
and then some like
dance
throwback
music.
songs. Like it's
Yeah.
just the music vibe is always really great at this walk-up window.
And you can hear it. Like you park your car, you open the door, and you hear music.
Yeah, and I feel like
it's a cool vibe.
The thing about Dutch Bros is like the baristas match the vibe. Like they really are known for being like high energy and
fun,
vibrant
friendly
personalities, so friendly. So it's definitely like a fun little spot to stop. But this is amazing. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'll give it a little taste. I want to compare it to the
Playing
Scooters
Backstreet
one.
Boys right now.
That's it. Oh, that's
so good. Like it's gummy
it's a little
bear,
different.
so
yeah.
It's like a mixture of like those fruity flavors, but
It doesn't have the Red Bull like the other one,
right.
But it has some really great flavor.
Great flavors, super refreshing again for like those hot Florida days. If you'd rather have something like this over a coffee, you cannot go wrong. And I mean, the blend of flavors is amazing.
Well, we are going to wrap up our video today. Thank you guys so much for coming on our coffee tour around our local area.
I hope that you guys like this. I know it's a little bit different from what we normally do, but we do like to show you other things that are like out of the Disney bubble, and also just to give you like an idea of something that we might do on like a regular basis. Like we're not in Disney every single day of the week. So, you know, if we have errands to run or whatever, like these are some spots that we would stop and grab a cup of coffee if we needed to, but also like to give you an idea of what's around. And if you, like we always stayed on property when we were on vacation. So like it was always like food court and Joffrey's, but I don't think we realized until we moved here just how many people actually stay off property too. Like, cause we were always in the Disney bubble, but now we know like exactly how many Airbnbs are around. And
ridiculous how many different places to stay there are besides
in
Disney.
Disney, and you talk to a lot of guests, and you know a lot of people are not staying on property. So we hope that this is helpful when you're planning a trip to figure out maybe a local coffee spot that you can get some really great coffee around the area.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today on our little coffee tour. I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. A little like on the video goes a long way. And also subscribe, because we're going to bring you more fun content, Disney content, plus some stuff outside of Disney, and just to show you what we do on a normal day. Yeah,
our goal is to always help you maximize your vacation and give you tips and tricks to help you customize your trips to make it work for you and your family. Like maybe you can't wait until you get into the park to grab a Joffrey's. It just might be too long by the time you get there, and you need something sooner. So these are going to be the spots that you want to check out. And let us know if you check any of these out while you're here. We would love to know where you went, what you got, and if there's other coffee spots around that we didn't mention, let us know if we should go try some other places in the area.
Definitely. Well, thank you again so much. And as always, stay fabulous.